This really doesn't match up as well as I wanted to.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
We're being elegant.
Should have gone with the hype train music.
I don't even know what that music is.
The Christmas one that we
The
used.
Invictus one. Or what?
Oh, the one from the 8-hour stream?
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. We can't do... Wait, nope, Rock, shut up. Welcome everybody to a very special holiday episode. It's Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you are all either watching this while you are preparing to have a nice feast. I'm probably going to release this at like noon or something Central Time. So if you've already eaten Thanksgiving dinner, Jesus
God's
Christ.
time zone.
Oh my God, Mario's playing in the background. Also,
Yes.
Marcos, this is the smallest thing, and it's so hilarious.
What?
Could you zoom me out 0.1%? Because I could see that it's zoomed in 0.1%. There we go. Is it on 5 exactly?
49 now.
Oh, nope, too close. That's on 1. I could see it. There it is. Perfect. Thank you.
weird.
Welcome, everybody, to the Thanksgiving edition of the CincountDown. But yes, this is one of the few shows that we've done in pre. We never do these shows in pre because
I
I'm
don't
always
know if
running
we've
around.
ever done a show in pre.
I don't think we've done either. I think we did some practice sessions that ended up being aired. But hi, everybody. I'm Sammy Gonzalez, a.k.a. the Mexcellence. And joining me on the other side this Thanksgiving, we have...
Hi, my name is Marco. Nice to meet y'all. Hope you had a good turkey and I don't know.
No, this is before they have Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're releasing it on Wednesday or Thursday?
No, it's on Thursday, but it's like in the early in the morning. If they're eating Thanksgiving turkey...
You said you're releasing it at noon. Mexican Thanksgiving is at 11.
Ours is at noon, technically. That's a weird thing. But not everybody who watches it is Mexican, Marcos.
I mean,
We just talked about this. They might be indigenous.
what is the network called?
They might be
I mean,
black.
we just figured out that one of our chatters is black.
That's fair. And joining us on the other side, we have...
I'm a turkey. Eat me. I'm JJ.
Was that a sexual invitation or not?
It's an Addams Family reference.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it was a reference. I just didn't get it. It sounded sexual in nature, though.
You need to rewatch the Addams Family. The show's coming out.
It's Pugsley. Pugsley says it.
That's right. Is that Addams Family Values? Is that what
Yeah.
it is? Yeah, I need to watch that one again. I think that's the only Thanksgiving movie. Are there any other Thanksgiving movies?
Well, there's a couple like rom-coms and stuff that happen on Thanksgiving. Fun fact, though, sad fact for alcoholics out there. Friday is one of the most popular days to drink after Thanksgiving. Basically, you're tired of your family and everyone goes to the bar. Like, bars make shitloads of money on that Friday.
Have you ever had to work one of those days?
Yes, I have.
Is it really that true?
Yes. I've also been the patron. Like,
I've also hated my family also.
like I want to say this was like...
I just thought you hated shopping.
I mean,
Where the
that's-
bars also had like fantastic deals.
Black Friday booze, everybody. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that, like, it was like me and JJ were like not friends at this point, but like it was about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit plus. It was after Thanksgiving. I just went to the bar because I was like, I'm fucking tired of it. I'm fucking tired of football kind of thing.
Jesus.
So I just go
As a Cowboys fan, it happens a lot.
as a Vikings fan. And
Shut the fuck up. I'm not a Vikings fan, and I'm not even
Skull.
on that show anymore.
Skull. All right. Anyway, that'll be a funny conversation tomorrow.
They'll get it.
A funny conversation last week.
That's right. We're
Back to the future.
We're in the future, buddy.
But no, I went there, and then Paco randomly showed up with JJ, and then Silver. Like it was like 30 of us at the bar at a certain
Jesus
point.
Christ, you're all high
because I
school
was,
class.
yeah, because it was like, yeah, you go to the bar on Friday because you're tired of your family.
That's the one thing I didn't have where that you two have is that small knit, tight knit community. Like for better or for worse, it's a small city. How big is your city? Eagle Pass?
I mean, population wise,
30.
30,000. That's not a lot of people. I grew up in a town of at least 1 million. I think it's 1.2.
Our high school class was 790 something.
We were the largest.
Jesus. I think my senior class was like 500 something. That's not even counting the other underclassmen. So, and I was like 42 in my high school. It was great. They ranked us. I was like the 42nd smartest kid. It was pretty great. It's not like super good. I didn't try very hard, but the fact
that
that I
sounds
broke,
pretty good.
I mean, I broke top 50 for not really trying or giving a shit.
I mean,
it's not bad.
Top 42 for us would have put you in the top 10%, and you could have gone anywhere that you wanted.
I didn't get into UCLA because I wrote my application wrong. I signed up for the theater directing class as opposed to film directing, and it was a junior program, and I had to audition, which I didn't do because I'm not a junior nor into theater. So I could have gone to UCLA. So I'm saying I could have been a contender.
You could have been a Bruin.
I could have been a Bruin. My sister was a Bruin. I wanted to be a Bruin a majority of my life, and I cried when I got the email that said I didn't get accepted. And then I got the letter that said I wasn't accepted, and I was like, fuck, again?
I half-assed my application to Baylor, but I also like their tuition is like $45K.
Oh my God! Hey,
Private school.
Baylor is. Oh, it's private school. I was like, "Where's Baylor?" It's in Waco. Well,
Just drove by it.
Did you really? Mm-hmm. It's doesn't look that great, to be honest. But today, folks, it's our special future Thanksgiving special right now. We've never done one of these before, let alone pre-recorded with no audience. It's really weird. I keep looking over my shoulder for comments. You guys keep looking down for comments. There's no comments. You guys aren't there.
Yeah, I think we should have gone live with this and just been like posted on Wednesday, but whatever.
But we're losing the magic, guys. The magic, the fact that it's a Thanksgiving miracle, and then we're probably gonna have to do this for Christmas, so we need to practice. So, but I wanted to talk about like some of the things like for Thanksgiving because like. I don't hate my family. I love my family. And most of them are pretty cool. Like, I don't have the issue where it's like, oh, the uncle's going to talk about politics and things get blown out of proportion. I've never had that happen in my presence. So it's like, have you guys ever had like that stereotypical thing happen where people like got up and started fighting, or are they just generally annoying?
Just at funerals, actually.
Yeah.
No, not really at like Thanksgiving. Because my Thanksgiving, once my grandparents died, just became us.
Oh, yeah.
With me, it was that a lot of my family lives out of town, like in Dallas and stuff. So sometimes it wouldn't be the whole family showing up. And so like Paco's extended family, since most of them still live in...
God damn, that's good.
Really? Suck it, Alfred.
We're drinking, at least I'm drinking a Chun-Li Ocean Bomb peach flavored fizz that Marcos got me. It's got Chun-Li on it, so it's dope. But JJ,
We are enjoying this Younglings Hershey's collab just so that me and Mark can lord it over Alfred.
oh my God, does he not have access to that?
No.
Probably not.
Oh, well, I
don't know. He might.
Well, I
But-
did see that the Mormons, they were very excited to try a chocolate beverage. There's a picture of a bunch of Mormons in Utah with this exact glass. They're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. 21 plus to enjoy. Sorry, Mormons, you guys can't drink, but I'll
Are there
enjoy
no
that
21-year-old Mormons?
They can't drink at all.
Oh.
It's against their religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like there used to be a thing where they couldn't drink like caffeine, any mind-altering substances. Caffeine counted until Pepsi was like, hey, you guys like money? And then they were like, I think cola's fine. I think cola is fine. And so yeah, they can drink teas and stuff now, but like now it's just liquor. So
Yeah.
I went to prom with a Mormon. I had liked a Mormon in high school, so I learned a lot about him. Never thought once of joining. But anyway,
Oh yeah, no. My thing was just that like a lot of Paco's extended family had like little kids, and little kids like to touch my stuff and break my
oh my
things.
God, yeah.
So that was the only thing that like really annoyed me. But no one ever got into like a fight
Yeah.
or argued over something.
Because that's the thing, like
The uncles would yell when the Cowboys were losing. That was it.
that's the worst.
Which
that
is
could
all the
happen.
time.
You're right. Which one? Them yelling at the screen for losing or losing in general?
Both.
That works. But no, because like when I was a kid, we had 3 Thanksgivings a day.
Bro, I just realized, sorry, don't mean to cut you off.
You're good.
But it's like Mexican uncles are going to have to yell about the Cowboys and Mexico losing next week.
Oh my
Oh,
God. In the
yeah.
World Cup? I thought they did good this last time, or have they not played yet?
Their kit, I mean, not their kit, because their kit is their uniform.
Right.
Their roster is garbage. Their
They don't
coach
even
is
have
garbage.
Chicharron, don't they?
No,
they
they're-
just left them off.
Yeah, so their roster is garbage and their coaching is garbage, so it's like they're going to do really bad. They're also in a bad division where they need to play Poland and Argentina right off the bat.
They're playing on Thanksgiving?
I don't know if they're playing on Thanksgiving. I didn't look at the exact schedule, but
I mean, for them it's just Thursday, so they might.
Oh my! Well, is the Qatar in the future? I can't tell.
Qatar is in the future.
Tuesday, November 22nd. Wednesday, November 30th. 26th. Is the 26th Thanksgiving?
No, maybe. No.
Nope.
No.
That is Saturday. What am I talking about?
Hey,
Hold
I'll
on.
watch that game. Who are they playing on Saturday?
They're playing Argentina.
Oh, are they going to lose? Fuck.
Jesus, 24th would be no. They would have just potentially have lost to Poland, and then they're playing Saudi Arabia like following that. But point is, a lot of arguments when it
Yeah.
comes to Mexican uncles, which we're now the Mexican uncles. Isn't that fucked up?
Oh, I've been Mexican uncle since I was 13.
He has an older sister.
Yeah, and I mean I've been a Mexican uncle since I was like 18, but like we're full form now. They're old enough to recognize us as people. They're not just little babies. And like now it's my job to yell at the TV and to say conspiracy theories, I think. Even though I didn't have that experience growing up, I think I need to give that to my nieces and nephews.
I didn't have that. I had advice that was
Drunken advice
I had drunken
after many of
advice.
the drinks. Neil, come here. You're real close to you, start breathing hot alcohol breath in your
You're
face.
describing my tío Saúl to a T.
Oh, but yeah, no, my tío Art. Hey, you know something? You're too big. That's what my uncle would come. You're
Yep,
too big.
got that one too.
Why are you so big? If I had your size, I'd be in the NFL right now. It's like, okay, Theo, calm down. It's enough. But no, because we would have 3 Thanksgivings. We'd have one at noon, where it'd just be my immediate family, and then we'd be dead, watch a little football, and then we'd go to my Tia Katie's house. Usually, she lives in Sanger, California, and that's like open air and farms and trees, and she has like a big property. And so we'd go there. My grandpa would make these chicharrones, like just throw them in there, big old fucking pot of oil, and we just run around. She had lots of acreage and hills and stuff, so we'd run around all of the stuff. All of my cousins were there. They were mostly girls, so I only had like my brother and a couple other male cousins. Drink all the sodas, have a good time, eat there. And then it'd be like 4 o'clock, and it's like, fuck yeah. Because then we go to my Uncle Art's house, the one that would grab me and say, I love you, mijo, but you're too big. And we would go there, because they usually went all night, so my dad could drink. And so they would go there, and those were his brothers. So he would go, we'd go, and I have nothing but male cousins there. So it's just us eating and then getting into shenanigans. And it was always so fun. And then one year, somebody, like, not canceled it, but just didn't do it. I think it was my Tia Katie. She stopped doing it. And then my uncle stopped doing it. And then it was just us. And we have like 13 people anyway in our family now. So it's like not like a loss, but the logistics of having all of the families in, let alone one house, but trying to feed all of them is just ridiculous. Like once people start having kids, like one of my cousins has 6 kids.
Yeah.
That's like, how do you fit 6 kids in a room, let alone in the room with a bunch of hosses like me and my cousins?
Yeah.
So I'm like sad that it's gone, but like I wouldn't even, like I thought about it, like if I had to throw an ultimate Thanksgiving, how much money would that take to feed everybody and to space them, to give them space to graze and have a good time? That's like a logistical nightmare.
I mean, just so you know, the lottery is up to $1 billion. So
I thought someone won it.
No, there's another one.
How many lotteries are there?
I mean, no, I meant like basically everyone buys lottery tickets and that becomes the balance. So we hit $1 billion, I think, like 3 months ago, and we're back at it. I don't know if somebody won it as of last.
Someone won this last billion.
Okay.
In California.
Oh, that's good.
I should probably buy one like after they win because nobody's playing. I know that's not how it works, but like that'd be kind of dope. Where it's like, oh, I won $1 billion. Cool. I won like 23 million. That's nice. I'll take it. And then you get like 100,000 after taxes, and you're fine.
I'd be happy to go on a game show and win like 10K.
If you could go to a game show of your choosing, either a skill or fun based, which one would you go to?
I think like I'd be okay with like just off the top of the bat, know I could win. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because the questions are easy up to 25K.
Yeah, I'll cash out.
If you get the 32, that's what you walk away with. Like, that's my student loan. Buy Regis. Or the fucking,
Yeah. Later,
we
Regis.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
he's dead. He's the last person that I know that hosted the show. I'm sorry.
Because that show's still going on.
They better not ask me who's the current host.
probably
Who
Drew
wants to be a I will cash out right there. That's
You're right there staring at Drew Carey like,
That's
No,
the $100.
that's right.
That's the $100 question. Who is the host of The Price is Right?
No, but that's price. That's a
No,
who's
yeah.
the host of Price is
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Bob
The Price is
Barker.
Right.
Round. Fuck. Hold on. Let me see. Well, not the top.
but it's
price.
usually like which one of these shapes is a square, and then it's like $100.
Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, I was like D.L. Hughley. No, let's see here. Guest host who filled in for Vieira, Meredith Vieira. This lady. I don't know who she is.
I don't know who she is.
Who is it? The
Definitely would get that question wrong.
right NBC Morning News. That's where I know her from. So she's that lady now. But people who have filled in:
Shannon Sharp.
Al Roker, Tom Bergeron, Tim Vincent, Dave Price, Billy Bush, Lisa Gibbons. Jeez, man, these are all like Steve Harvey, Tim Gunn, but more importantly, D.L. Hughley. I'm glad he's still getting work. So you do.
Yeah.
So you would just take the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 32,000.
Yeah, well, like, dude, like 5K can change my life. For like, that's a vacation. Like, I don't need to win $1 million. Like, that's what.
You can play any game. You're like, I just want some free guaranteed cash.
I mean,
3 lifelines. That's like what, 8 questions? I think to get to 32.
probably.
Let me see. Here it is, right here. 10 questions to get to 32,000. So yeah, 7 of those you're not even trying.
Yeah.
Except if you ask the audience, they're dumb as shit. That was always the one that pissed me off the most. Like, I'm gonna ask the audience, and they're just completely fucking wrong. And you couldn't do that with the Gen Z audience because they're a bunch of trolls.
Well, I was about to say that, like, that usually doesn't happen unless you ask the smart questions, where it's like, who was the inventor of blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, yeah, they're not going to know that. No, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong lifeline to use right now.
It's like, what's your favorite food? Ask the audience. All right, cool. Got it. JJ, what game show do you want to be a part of? And you can say multiple, because I have multiple.
I don't think I have multiple, because, like, the other one, like, what's the other one? Wheel of Fortune? I don't fucking want to win your random refrigerators.
You got to guess letters, man. That's very easy.
No,
I'm not saying I want to do it.
I want money. I don't want.
I gotta say it. Like
The Bang Bus is not a game show.
No, I know it's not a game show, and I probably lose somehow. Oh no, I got on the wrong one. This one's all dudes.
So stupid. Got on the wrong Bang Bus. Oh shit! I'm going to the one that's downtown. No.
This isn't even where I wanted to get off.
Oh, you fucker. Literally.
But no, it's been on a previous list before. I got to do the Amazing Race with Paco.
Oh yeah,
Like, me and Paco have got to do the Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race. That would be a fun one. I never watched that show. But,
Me neither.
Like,
but
seeing
Paco
the commercials.
binged it, and he's like, we would be amazing at it. And he invents these scenarios where we go completely the wrong way and just like show up on like a camel, and they're like, we're in New York. We haven't even left the airport yet. Like, how the fuck are you idiots on camels?
You intentionally lost for the clicks.
If the Cannonball Run still exists, I think I could do bomb at that.
Which one?
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball. Which one's Cannonball Run?
It was very short-lived on USA.
USAA.
Can't say as a veteran. I just can't not add that extra A. But all it is, it's a race. It's like from Montana to Louisiana or something.
Cannonball
like,
Run game show. Dude, that makes me. Oh, that wasn't even a part of my list. The one I'm thinking about now.
We did top 5 game shows, by the way.
Did we?
Yeah.
That's right. I can't barely even remember that we did that.
We've also had a Thanksgiving episode before. We did top 5 sides, and we did do top 5 things that we're grateful for, and we have done on the Christmas list gifts that we would give each other.
Did you look at all of our episodes to make sure we didn't do them?
What?
Or did do them? Or
no, I just remember. I usually pick the topics.
We can do top 5 sides and start fighting again.
The redo.
Redux. Number 1.
Need more potatoes.
Chowder again. Chowder 3 times. And then chips and salsa is number 4.
This time it's like salmon chowder, you son of a bitch.
No, it has to be lesser. It has to be like, what's potato chowder? That's more of a side because there's no protein in it. No, it's still Family Feud. I feel like I would try to go as viral as possible.
My family's retarded. I would.
Dude, come on, man. Hold on. 1820. I gotta get rid of that word. You could use your found family. You could use us.
But that would be great. We would stomp. But my actual family, no, not great.
Dude, I would take my mom would give the funniest answers because she'd be entirely wrong. Like, because she would think of something clever, but so wrong and backwards. Steve Harvey would just be like, what the fuck are these people talking about? But most of my family's pretty smart. I think I could make some pretty good answers. And more importantly, I want to dominate a family of another ethnicity. Just seems like a cool, fun idea.
Until they're black.
What?
I don't know. It's
Wakanda forever all over again. What I'm saying. Well, no, because that's the same thing we've talked about before about ethnicities. It's like, here's the Garcia family, here's the Johnson family, and it's like, come on, Garcias, don't you fucking let us down. But no, I want to do American Gladiators.
Yeah.
That would be fucking fun to do. Or any of the guts, any of the kid ones. But more importantly, I don't know, that's more of a competition.
Your Family Feud and raise you Double Dare.
Is Double Dare a game show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure It Out is a game show.
Figure It Out is a game show.
I love Figure It Out as a kid.
Figure It Out is kind of like the inverse, though, where it's like you have to try to stump the panel of judges. The panel of judges is always the same.
Right. Fucking Danny Tamborelli all the time.
Right, yeah, and Lori Beth Denberg.
That's right.
But Double Dare was just Family Feud, only with physical challenges.
I don't know if I could do physical challenges anymore. I like to talk a big game. I am a big man right now. And
I mean, those physical challenges.
You get
not
slimed?
Physical. They were.
I do want to get slimed. JJ knows how much I want to get slimed so bad. I want to get slimed so bad. It's like a dream of mine. We got to do that. We did my first episode. Spoiler alert, everybody, for watching the Christmas special, Thanksgiving special. I shot the first 2 episodes of Adult Money, and they're wonderful. The first one are bikes, still finger bikes. Rest in peace, Sanjeev. And then the other one was the Spider-Man blaster, which went completely wrong. It was fucking embarrassing.
I sent JJ a TikTok of
That
like a
happens
really
to a lot
good.
of guys.
Yeah, my web fluid went everywhere. It was not a good time.
I mean, it is
wet.
all an allegory for puberty.
And premature ejaculation. Of course, at least the scene in
It's part of puberty, I
Spider-Man,
thought.
Raimi. Well, the Sam Raimi one, where he was like, Peter, can I help you with anything? He's like, no, get out of here. There's just webs everywhere. And it's like, ugh.
That movie came out at the perfect time for me. I was 14.
Yeah, I was 12. It came out a tad bit early. It's like the next year. I was like, oh, that was jizz everywhere. Yeah, I had to say it like that. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. No, but if you
Enjoy your gravy.
Country. Because turkey gravy's fine, but country gravy.
I got lectured by a person from New York because they didn't understand country gravy.
What's wrong with country gravy?
They were just like, "How is it made?" Because they were
Same way regular gravy's made.
Well, no,
Well, no.
Oh my God! The Southerners pointed an accusatory finger at me.
In Jersey, gravy is tomato sauce.
Oh, those weirdos! That's tomato sauce.
Well, in this case, she was. Trying to remember what island she was from. I think it was Saint Prince or something.
Barbados?
No, it was Barbados. I never did it. Oh, I did date someone from Barbados. Anyway, going back to square one. No, they were just so used to gravy being meat based that they looked at white gravy and was like,
You could put sausage in it.
"You put
should.
sausage in it, but
You should put
it's not
sausage.
going to be brown."
That's true. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be brown, but if you don't put sausage in your breakfast gravy,
White gravy is flour based.
right? Versus what is other? I thought all gravies were flour based.
No.
What's brown gravy based off of?
Brown gravy, you do add flour to thicken it, but it's essentially au jus. Like it's au jus that you just threw flour in to thicken it up.
Oh, I love au jus.
I'm making you all hungry out there.
Yeah, I'm about to get a pastrami sandwich again. Philippe's in LA. I'm about to go, but
Yeah, it's the meat juice. It's the leftover meat juice.
My number 5 thing I'm most grateful for, the meat juice. No. But yeah, it's the Thanksgiving episode, and I wanted to talk about our top 5 things we're grateful for this year. But I figured we don't want to make this a whole big, long episode. We don't want to make it too crazy. We just want to talk about, and I was trying to have everybody here, at least one person more, because our number 1 has already been chosen by myself. Tommy couldn't make it. TJ got slammed with a bunch of work, and he might hit us like Christmas past, even though it's still Thanksgiving. I'm still making Christmas references. He might come in later to save the day. But I'm gonna start with my number 5, or our number 5, and the number 5 is me. Is Sammy's pick for what I'm thankful for the most. And JJ, I know you went a little comedic with yours, so that's why you're going next to liven it up. But no, I'm thankful for my number 5 and the number 5. Dude, I'm kind of stealing yours a little bit after what you mentioned, but my support system this year has been fucking great. Like, dude, my support system has been carrying hard.
Are we just going together now at this point?
Oh, is that what I mean? No, yours was friends too.
Okay, but it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Well, I'll let you have that one. I'll go in a different direction with it.
Go for it.
I'll go with the family. There we go. Particularly my family. Well, no, they didn't do anything.
Stick with the support system.
I'll stick with my support system, but it's
That's what
more,
Thanksgiving's all about.
Exactly.
My family didn't do anything.
as they prepare a delicious meal for me. No, well, mine's I guess a little bit different in the sense that like it's not the people that I'm thankful for; it's the support I've been getting. So like this year was really weird because I didn't lose my job. I wanted to quit my job. I lost my job last year. I didn't do any work and I got fired like crazy.
Oh, I was like, which job? And then I realized
I had second insurance job. Yeah, so I got fired from my first insurance job for not doing any work. We did remote work, and I just wasn't remote working at all. They couldn't see me. They don't have cameras, and I hated it. Then I got another insurance job selling RV insurance, and I hated that so much. It feels like so long ago that it doesn't even feel like this year.
Yeah,
That's how long ago it feels, because I was like in my phone, like looking at old texts and stuff, trying to catch up with another friend. And I was like, what the fuck? I was talking like I wanted to jump off a cliff. Like, that's how bad that job made me feel. And then I got reached out to by my current boss, who is a friend of mine I know. He was in politics, and he's like, hey, first of all, I was like, hey, can someone please look at my resume? I need to get the fuck out of here. And he goes, I'll take a look at it. And he looked at the resume, and he goes, hey, do you have time for an interview? And I was like, yes, I do. Mm-hmm. And then he put me in a position where I did the interviews. I did like 2 or 3. And then I got the job. I was able to quit insurance. I gave a 3-day notice. And I was like, I'm out. Bye. And I returned my stuff. And then I started working in fucking politics. Clutch as fuck. Throughout all of that time in between this year of me feeling bad and last year and kind of this year, my girlfriend at the time, or not the time, now she's my girlfriend, but she was there like, hey, you're going to be all right. Because we were friends and then we weren't, but then we were, and then we were together. It's very complicated. My life's very complicated. I hate long distance. That's really the moral of the story. I hate long distance relationships, and she tricked me into liking her. And so
yeah, they'll do that.
They'll do that. They're
crafty.
They're very tricksy.
I remember one Thanksgiving, my grandpa told me, "Oh, you'll never know, but they'll get you."
Yeah, like, you know how like they say like the first humans didn't hunt with like bows and arrows or spears. They were just persistence hunters. They just wore the animal down until they collapsed.
Yeah, that's the human's only superpower, because we don't have claws or super strength. It's
Right.
just we can run forever.
Stupid endurance. Sweat, no fur. And so yeah, she. This is a horrible way to introduce someone talking about my girlfriend, but she endurance ran me into the ground. She endurance ran me into the ground, realized that like, hey dude, you're a fucking cool guy. And I'm like, really? Me? And she's like, yeah, you fucking idiot. She didn't use these words. She's so much nicer. And like, so I'm like, oh wow, that's cool. Boss guy thought that I was worthy of having this job. Pretty girl thinks I'm really fucking cool, and she's being really nice to me, especially around my birthday, the last few weeks. Holy shit. And then like, hey guys, Marcos is like, hey, you're gone? I'll do 3 extra shows. No worries, bruh. Hey, let me help you with the podcast. Yeah, you may have punched me a few times in the interim, but you know what? It was the one time.
It was once.
It was one time.
One
you guys
time.
get to know about it because it's a special. Not everyone watches it.
Everybody gets one. We all agree.
So we're, TJ and Tommy are due. So let's find. I might as well tell the story. It's Thanksgiving.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about.
I'll talk about that one too. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's Thanksgiving.
Because I was like, me and JJ have both stopped looking at the chat.
No. I said we're only 30 minutes in. We got time. We got time to fill.
Yeah.
So
I was like, yeah, me and JJ have both used our Punish Sam card.
yeah. No. So let's go reverse. So yeah. No, we were. But motherfucker, I hate right now too. It's even worse.
Yeah.
We're at the bar. We're at the guys with Gertz singing karaoke and some of the other guys, and we're talking about football. And I'm talking about Hunter Renfrow, who's a piece of shit now. He's on my shit list. Completely not worth it.
By the way, I was super right now.
Huh?
You guys aren't winning more than 6 games.
Well, that was after you said that. That was complete off season. You had no grounds to be correct on that. We didn't even have Devontae Adams at that point. And so anyway, I'm like, look at the clips. Hunter Renfrow's running all over the Dallas Cowboys. They won last Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was the game that I was watching. And Marcus was like, no, that motherfucker sucks. And people who go to the Pro Bowl suck, and it's stupid.
Well, the Pro Bowl is a fan.
Shut up. Anyway, and so like we're just like whatever, going back and forth. And then Marcos out of the blue, I mean, we were getting pretty heated already. Like, I was being a dickhead. The dickhead move that I did, which is what I ended up realizing what got you, was I was like, shut the fuck, I won, which I know JJ gets pissed off at too. I'm sorry, it's my flaw. And Marcus just like, it was not hard, but it was definitely like a gut check, where it was just like underhand, like Rock'em Sock'em robot jab.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Where it was just like, bah! And I was like, boom, and I was like, whoa. And you're like, I'm going to punch you in the face if you keep doing that. And I'm like, well, you just punched me in the stomach. But my mama didn't raise no fool. Mama said, knock you out. Ooh, but it's the bar downstairs from my house. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to get kicked out of the bar I love. And so I was like, And then I guess I turned my back. We got separated. Then you went outside, had a couple cigarettes, and then came back. And then we were just like Gossip Girl. At least I was. I was like, I'm not talking to you anymore. And I just turned my back and I was just watching Gertz do it my way.
The good thing is there was a lot of people there, so it was just
There was a lot of people to create space.
Yeah.
It was a pretty tense thing at the time, and I was pretty fucking pissed. But guess what? I'm going to have you guys go back in our history and guess which week it was, because we still did shows. So if I had an extra anger in my eye, now you have to find the week, because I didn't say what month it happened in.
Yeah.
And all I can say was before the NFL season, so.
It was solved by Tubin, though.
It was solved. Was it solved by Tubin?
Yeah, Tubin was just like you.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, no, that's what it was. No, because I was like, Harumph, I'm angry, and you were like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. And Marco's, by the way, never done anything even close to being mean to me like that. Like, we've had our yelling matches, but not in like any way that would.
We still have our yelling matches.
Yeah.
It was like we recently had. I mean, it wasn't about us, but we had another thing where it's just like, hey, dude. We're never going to see eye to eye on a lot of stuff because we have different perspectives, but we keep the show going because we have different perspectives.
It's the yin and yang type of thing.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I was like, fuck, I agreed to go tubing. I really want to go fucking tubing. I was like, I could use a few couple thousand beers or Trulies in this case. And then I was like, hey, we're cool. Fucker, we still need to talk though. And then we ended up talking and we were fine. And actually we figured out the root of the problem, helped our friendship immensely.
Yeah.
The other one, not so much. When JJ was actually just 100% in the right. It was Super Bowl, I don't even know the name, 3 years ago? 19.
It was the Chiefs
Or was it
versus
2020? Was it
49ers.
pre-COVID?
It was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
19.
Right before COVID.
Wait.
A month before COVID.
That's right, it's February.
Yeah.
Shakira was shaking her ass with
J-Lo.
J-Lo. Everything was magnificent, except for the two people fucking playing. The Chiefs and the 49ers.
Yeah, that's why we don't remember it.
Yeah. And I was just mad about it. Both team. I'm a Raider fan. Oh, the Bay Area rivalry, never liked it. And then obviously the Chiefs, fucking Chiefs. Marco's new boyfriend, Patrick Mahomes. He was like, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest coming of God. I was like, enough. Whatever. And then Shakira came on, and I was lulled into quiet. And during the meantime, JJ, who does not like football particularly, was just having a good time with drinks.
Yeah,
Everyone was.
I think Nomad was giving away free drinks that day.
Probably were. So we were having a good time. Was it Nomad? No, it wasn't Nomad. Or did he go to Nomad?
Oh, Bear
before?
King or something.
No, it was
no,
Jester
man.
King.
They were just there giving away drinks. They were at
Jester King.
No, we weren't at Jester King.
It was at the outdoor. It was at
We
the
were
place.
at Moon Tower.
Moon Tower. We were at Moon Tower. And so we're watching it, and I'm just like, well, the Niners suck. The Kansas City sucks. And JJ's like quietly, he's like, hey man, just enough. Enough is too much. I'm like, no, fuck that. The Raiders should have been in the Super Bowl. I'm not. And then JJ, out of the blue, it was firm. It was gentle yet firm. It was with command, but without ill intent. But the second one would have had ill intent because I was just yammer. I had been drinking too. Of course, I'm not pointing fingers about that, right? And I just get a boom. Maybe a little harder. It was solid, is what I'm saying. It was a solid smack to the face. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I kind of was like, I'm going to fight JJ right now. And I was like, that's a stupid fucking thing to do. Why would I fight JJ? He did just slap me. Why did he slap me? What would make JJ slap me? I'm kind of being a little bit of a dick. I'm actually being very annoying. But I did just get fucking slapped. I'll allow it. And then it was just over. And then JJ stood there, and I was a little mad that you stood there because you looked cocky as shit afterwards. I don't know if you knew that, but you were like, that's
right.
my
default setting.
Fair enough.
I always look cocky.
Yeah, because you're like, yeah, slap the shit out of you. What are you going to do about it? I was like, I can do so much, but I'm not going to. And that was it. And so TJ's gotten close to wanting to hit me. Same thing. I was being annoying. It was after a party in the Domain, and we went to Velvet Taco, and it took like 40 minutes, and they were 18.
It always takes a while.
Yeah, it was like $30 for 2 tacos, and they were shitty tacos, and they weren't street LA tacos. And TJ was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up about it. Like, we're just tacos. Like, just stop it." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy." And Tommy hasn't like gotten mad at me. But he's gotten serious at me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's not gotten like yell at me. That's not Tommy's thing, other than calling me crazy things on the podcast. But point is, it's Thanksgiving. Those are the people that support me. And the thing is that like,
and sometimes support requires violence.
No, sometimes you need a kick in the ass, and that's really what it is. I know the type of guy I am. I'm charming and nice and everything on the podcast, but I can be a real dickhead sometimes. At least stubborn. Very stubborn. Not even at least. Mostly stubborn. So, like, having a support team that, like, supports me with my job, supports me with the podcast, supports me in my mental health and my support. My therapist was just all mental health. She's fucking awesome. My family, like, I could lose all my job and lose all my money and they'd be like, all right, you got 3 houses to live in and you got 3 beds. Pick one and we'll figure it out. It's like, I can't fucking lose. And the weekend I had back home for my birthday, this last one, was like, holy shit. My mom washed my clothes and shit. Like, just small things she does. Cleaned the linens before I got there, folded everything, made sure everything was nice. My dad just going and picking me up from LA so I'd have to buy a rental car. Like, just little things like that. Because I've gotten out of my depression COVID funk, like, not entirely, it still lingers a little bit, but the fact that I was able to stack the wins, I was like, fuck yeah. And I got to the point now where it's like, I feel so good. I'm like, I don't feel like I could fail. And we'll get to our number 1, but like, this show's also progressing really fucking well. Like, I often think about quitting this shit just because it's a lot of work. But like, the money's coming in. The money's coming in. It's fucking awesome. And then like, the views are coming in. The growth is there. And like, I mean, we had 2 million views on this last week.
Yeah.
On TikTok. Like, that's fucking incredible. But that's not because of me. I do a lot, but not as much as the people do to ping pong me back into place, into position. So it's like, that's the feeling of like, I guess I'm thankful for the support system, but more so kind of the feeling they give me. Not necessarily because they're not grabbing my hand. They're just like rooting me on. It's like cheering. It's fucking awesome. And I'm very thankful for that. So that's my the number 5.
You never played Undertale, but it's just like, my friends fill me with confidence.
I killed the lady. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for Undertale.
You're not supposed to do violence in Undertale.
Oh, I killed the lady at the beginning, and they're like, you didn't have to do that. I was like, you didn't have to do that? What? People die? There's consequences to my actions? This is bullshit. Yeah. And then I stopped playing from stream. And then I never went back. I still have it, though. One of these days, I will play Undertale. But that's the number 5. JJ, you have a funny one, and I wrote it down. Your number 4 is spite. Yes. Now, I don't know what that means. These are just general terms that we came up with to kind of define our number system. Your number 4, the number 4 for the Mexcellence.
I am thankful for this delicious Youngling's Hershey's Porter.
It does taste delicious.
This is really good.
It is.
I
really
have my first
good.
sip right now.
Like
if I had a graham cracker, I would just drink this.
I'm be honest. Even if this tasted bad, I was gonna say it was delicious because Alfred can't have it.
No, who's Alfred? No, so you guys have been saying like from the pre-show, he's like, yeah, fuck Alfred, this and that. Alfred, fuck you, this and that. I gotta add to them. So for the audience, because like you guys sometimes do this, and I don't call it out too much. You guys name drop your hometown friends a lot, and so people might not know who Alfred is. Bear, I don't know if they're the same guy.
They are the same guy.
Okay, they are the same guy. Then there's who's the one that I met at Fogo de Chao that you said I would hate, and he was just fine.
Oh, Izzy?
Izzy. Yeah, these are what they say about you. And then I've met Allie, who's fucking dope. Who are the? Those are the only ones you name drop consistently, though. Izzy and Albert.
Claudia.
And I met Claudia this weekend and insulted her indigenous roots immediately.
That was the first person that I've ever seen, like, because it was the exact opposite of what happened with Samantha, where it was just kind of like you guys got into each other's throat. But with Claudia, she just was like, "Oh, it's playful, it's playtime."
Because she gets it. Because she gets it. And every time with Samantha, I scared off one of Marcos's potential dates when he was dating around. By being a complete, like I thought we were being playful, dickish to each other.
Yeah.
Turns out we were both like trying to one up each other, and then it got serious, and then I was like, "Oh, she's no fun," and then it ended up not working out. I'll blame myself for it. It probably wasn't.
This wasn't your fault.
I'm just gonna because it's Thanksgiving, can't be your fault. But JJ, so who's Alfred and who's slash Bear?
He's just some guy we know. He's not important.
Keep bringing it. How long have you known him at least?
I've
decades,
known
maybe?
him since junior high, so yeah, we're probably at 20 years by this point.
Crap, I don't know that many people that long.
Yeah, but nah, he's all right. I just like to give him a lot of shit.
Because he's a dude that like always thinks that he's right.
This has steered me down a wrong path many a time.
But yeah, he always thinks he's right, and he is just kind of like obnoxious once in a while. But he has a good heart, and he does try to help you as much as he can. But it is a thing.
I feel some parallels.
That's funny because like Alfred is always like, I don't think I like Sam sometimes. I'm like, bro, if you guys ever met, like, you just like might morph into one person.
It's gonna be like time cups. Same
Like
matter
we see each
cannot
other and our
exist.
hands just fucking start mirroring each other. What? That's so weird. No. Is that literally your entire number 4?
No, that was
Okay.
a joke.
Okay. You could do more spite. I just didn't. I just thought there was more to it.
All right, so
This shit's really good, though. Real talk. If you don't have one of these, fuck you. This shit's really good.
it is really good. I wasn't expecting much,
Because
to be honest.
it says Hershey's chocolate, but it's like a dark chocolate, rich, heavy flavor. It's really good. I wonder what you could mix with this. Bailey's.
Bailey's.
Bailey's creamy beige. I might do it. Go ahead. I'm gonna have to crack out the fresh
By the
Bailey's.
way, we used to call Alfred Bailey the Bear.
Oh my! Are we becoming best friends?
So we would buy all the party mixers, all the bottles and shit, and then Alfred would buy himself 1 bottle of Bailey's. So at somewhere around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, we would all be drunk already, and then Alfred would be like, "All right, I've kind of taken care of people most of the night. Time for me to get drunk." Pops that bottle of Bailey's and drinks it all.
Oh my god! Why would you?
It's
Why
like
would you
Winnie
do
the
that?
Pooh in the honey pot. Just
I'm gonna drink this Bailey's. I don't know, it's old man Pooh. I couldn't tell. Anyway, hold on, real quick. Does Bailey's and beer with that curdle?
yeah, that's a Irish
Car bomb.
You have to kind of like chug
I'm
that.
gonna fucking do it. Proceed. We'll wait till a cut in the action if I can
All
get
right,
the
so
Bailey's.
somewhat keeping in the theme with spite, I bitch about my job an awful lot. But for as much as I bitch about it, it does have its benefits.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being I still have teeth.
That's right.
So last year I went to the dentist. Usually since we live so close to the border, when I had to go to the dentist, it was just, all right, well, we'll go across the bridge. You'll take the day off.
To Mexico is what he's saying. To Mexico.
Go across the bridge to Mexico.
Not just some troll bridge where the dentists live on the other side.
We'll give the dude.
I mean, customs is kind of a troll.
They are green.
I bet you that there's a Mexican fairy tale you could make from those allegories.
But yeah, you
Damn,
pay the
I wanna write
dentist
that.
$50 and he'll yank your tooth or he'll fill it in, whatever you need.
That does sound like a goblin in its own right. Give me your treasures and I'll rip your tooth out.
Right. But like that's kind of how I was raised. Never
Right.
have I had to like finagle my way around the American insurance system and bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's American bullshit is what it should be called.
So one of my back molars broke. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's not gonna get better by itself. I need to, go to the
It's not
dentist.
gonna get better by itself. That's a Mexican uncle answer for your ass right there.
Yeah, dude, like I see the scar, it got better by itself. Eventually the body heals. Nature is healing.
Right. Hey, cavemen didn't have teeth, I was gonna say, but dentists.
Also true. But so this was a point in time where it's like, well, I can either like take some time off, but now a trip to Mexico is not just, the afternoon.
Right.
Now it's like I gotta drive.
Right.
I gotta get a passport.
That's right. Yeah.
I got all these things, and I was like, I have a decent enough job, which I hate, but
Yeah. They give you weaponry though for being there a long time.
yeah, they gave me weaponry. I got a cheese board now.
Oh, that's right. They got the charcuterie.
I got a charcuterie board, and what else? I now know how to make candles for some reason.
Hey, that's a fine skill.
They give me random things, but it's like I have this job, and yeah, it sucks. I don't like it that much, but it also gives me decent insurance, decent to very good insurance.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's just bite the bullet and like find a Sherpa to navigate through all this bullshit.
Right.
And yeah, I've been going to the dentist like last year because Mexico, you pay the toll and then you pay the dentist toll.
Right.
And that's it. You're done. Like, he's like, which tooth bothers you? That one. All right. And he takes care of it, yanks it, fills it, crown, whatever it needs.
Right. Mexican whistle.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Done. Varnish it.
Right.
That's it. You're done. You go home. American dentist is like, oh, so that back tooth is bothering you, but I noticed you also have like 6 cavities.
Right.
So we're gonna schedule you, but those don't bother me. No, we're gonna schedule you to take care of those as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, after I got that back molar taken care of, and it's great. Doesn't hurt now.
Right, yay!
I can eat ice cream again.
Oh my god, dude. I can't eat ice cream. I have like 3 root canals pending, I think, or 2, and a couple crowns, and I ate a bite of ice cream, and that shit hurt my face.
Yeah, no.
Can't do it anymore.
Let me tell you from experience, it really doesn't get better.
I know it does. It's gotten worse over COVID.
It doesn't get better on its own. But yeah, like that's been my thing. Like, now I've been going to the dentist regularly. This last checkup I had actually just like 2 weeks ago, and they're like, damn, your teeth are greatly improved. So they do kind of get better by themselves, but once they're broken, they're kind of broke.
Right, yeah. You can't grow back nerve endings if they explode.
But certain things do fix themselves, kind of.
Right.
And yeah, I also got these glasses. I'm due for a new pair, but I have to wait until January when that shit respawns. So
response. I get you and your gaming terms, both of you.
I use wrestling terms most of the time.
Either way, no, but like in terms of life, like
Oh yeah,
your stat sheet.
HP is yeah.
Yeah. My cousin actually wanted to ask about the life stat sheet, so we might have to invent that. But anyway,
Oh, do we gotta do that D&D podcast again?
I think it's time. honestly, I wish we could play Tapple together. That stupid game right there. Maybe if we have time. Anyway, go ahead. Teeth, delicious.
But yeah, just the fact that I found myself in a position where I didn't have to worry about that.
Right.
It wasn't something that I had before, like in Eagle Pass. I mean, I had the ability to go to Mexico
You
and
got
get
the goblins.
Right.
Right.
But I didn't have like this American level of care.
But that's a greater level also of just progress in general. It's a really cool marker. To be like,
Right.
yeah, like my entire life.
I'm an adult now.
Right.
Like,
Well, I'm an
I
adult.
filled out paperwork.
Right. I remembered my social security number. No, but it's like that's like a huge marker of like I had to do it one way. I had to do it one way. Now I can do it any way I want. You can still go to Mexico and get the shit fixed for $25, $50, pay the toll. But like cleanings, you're not gonna go to Mexico for a cleaning, but you can go down the street, use your insurance, and pay your $10 copay, and you're done. It's a whole different standard of living. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get that Bailey's because I have it here, and I want to. Like, it sounds so fucking good.
Yeah,
Hold
go for
on.
it.
You
Just
guys
put the
talk-
camera on us.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else are we gonna talk? What can we talk about? Spite.
What else can we lord over Alfred?
Well, I don't want to put out his personal stuff that I told you off air, but at the very least,
He's got cancer. No, I'm kidding. Don't say that.
we don't have we don't have to steal pay-per-views.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We can afford.
Yeah. What other level ups have you had in just basic economic level ups? No more black cable box.
I live in a place with AC now.
Oh, I forgot he has a window unit.
Don't knock the fucking swamp coolers,
I wasn't
man.
even trying to lord that over Alfred. Like, my last place didn't have AC.
Why are we putting 2 shots?
In case JJ wants to try it.
He doesn't have a glass.
There's one
There's one over there.
There's that.
Did you have fun with whiskey?
Actually, no, that one's his. That's yours, JJ, from yesterday.
That was Emiliano's.
Oh, he was on that side? Okay.
Yeah, when
Did you have fun? Did you have fun with Whiskey Dude last?
Oh, Whiskey Dude was awesome, man.
Yeah.
That guy,
is he?
Love that guy.
Is he part of Muscle Menos now?
he has to be.
Okay.
I think
It's
so.
a different perspective, and he's just got a little more juice, and he's more fucking militant than I am. So, because you have knowledge too, but he's like he taught the shit, so he's got just more of a base level.
He's got book learnings.
I was about to say, like,
Whereas I
he's
just kind of just pull funny stuff. I come with the yucks out my butt.
Right. I'm not too busy focusing that I get all my stats wrong. So, no, but that
He's
episode,
like
go back and
Marco,
listen to
but
that
smart.
episode. That episode's great. Good.
Yeah. I was just saying he's like Marco, but a little bit more probably direct.
And present.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he does live in the fucking valley.
That's true. All right, I'm going to try this before we get to our number 3, and Marcos is. It's just Bailey's inside of Yingling Hershey's chocolate. Pour that in. Looks cool.
It does look cool. Glad y'all are enjoying that.
Holy shit.
Oh, another level.
That's good. JJ, back me up on this one. We might have invented. What would we call that, though? I don't think anybody's invented that yet because it's only been out for a few weeks.
Chocolate bomb.
No, it's got to be Mexcellent.
Oh, it's got to be Mexican.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it'd be better for branding purposes. Oh, let's see. The
Bomba chocolate.
Bomba Chocolate! And JJ, dang, that shit's got a chocolate ring on it. Too much.
That's really good.
This is really fucking good. You want some, Marcos?
No, I'm good. I'm almost done, and there's only one beer left, and JJ should enjoy it.
Well, I'm going to chug. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to do another one because that was worth it. And then we'll go on to number 3. Actually, Marcos, while I'm
No,
pouring.
you know what? I'm not going to drink that one.
What? Why?
Because it'll piss off Alfred.
Is he just going to leave it? We're going to throw it outside?
Yeah,
Jump
just
it
throw
out?
it away.
Pour it
Give
out?
it to
Yeah,
a cat.
sorry. We can do that. But
Nah,
Marcos,
I'm
while I'm
probably
setting up
gonna
my Bomba Chocolate, by the way, we're patenting that. Yingling Hershey's and Bailey's Original. JJ, second me on this one. It's just good, right?
It's good.
Deliciousable. The Mexcellence invention. Copyright 2014. Wow.
Wait, what?
None of those were real words. All right,
I
Marcos.
was like, you're just throwing numbers out of this.
I was just throwing numbers. Well, I want to say copyright 2020, but I realized we weren't in 19s anymore, so got a little hectic on the words.
It's really good.
It's really
And
fucking
strong.
good. Yeah. I put a little too much Bailey's compared, but in the balance. But it's never too much Bailey's. It's creamy beige. Want to see my watercolors?
No, you're good.
I'm old Greg. Marcos, your and the Mexcellence is number 3.
So, it's kind of weird to be this open and sensitive on a podcast, but normally I'm very withheld, and I know that I'm very withheld because I get people that are fans of the podcast that message me, and it's just like, oh,
Shit,
they like
you're
me.
withheld. What the fuck am I?
You are also withheld, but yes.
Hey, you guys want to talk about the one time my penis broke?
Yeah, you didn't need to bring that up.
I was just joking. It's not a real thing.
You can withhold a little bit.
Yeah. I'll come up with another take. Hey, guys, remember that one time I got a prostate exam? There. Now you guys don't have to react. And back. And back.
So this has just been a really weird year for me, kind of thing. So just to take you back to last year, I had a girlfriend for about 4 years, and we broke up because at a certain point, we stopped seeing each other as partners and started seeing each other as just kind of roommates. And on top of that, I did some shitty things, and I learned over time that I have a pattern of like. When it comes to love, I mean, this is something that Sam can probably add his own story at a certain point to.
Always.
Yeah. But I realized that I have a history of just dating not bad people, because there's no such thing as a bad person. I want to put that out there.
Bad for you.
Bad for you. That it's all about connectivity and issues. And so just to even go back even further, I was just another weird fat nerd, and then at a certain point I stopped being a fat nerd and I just was like the weird mysterious punk dude. Mm-hmm. And so I literally went from being 14 playing Yu-Gi-Oh with all my friends, and then to being 17, and every girl was like, oh yeah, I want to date you, kind of thing.
Oh my God. They didn't teach me this in Risk.
Well, Risk is take all, so
maybe you learned too much from Risk.
No. I actually did not do that. But what happened is, like, I just ended up in this weird mess where there was a girl that I'd wanted to date since I was 14, and she treated me like shit. Treated me like shit because her parents were divorcing and everything, and her household was pretty bad. So can't actually blame her, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah,
You're young too. Nobody's responsible when they're under 21.
Well, yeah, and then it's just kind of a pattern of dating people at least up until 25, where it's just like I need to prove myself, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. To
and
who
then,
or to what?
Well, I mean, so with that high school relationship, it was me trying to prove that, like, oh, it's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. And the entire time, it's just like I have no grounds for mental stability. I have no grounds for what a relationship should be, and she's literally like abusive and name calling and stuff like that. Like,
not good stuff.
Yeah, and it's not coming from a point of like that she actually hates me. It's coming
malice.
Yeah,
it's just how she responds or is at that time.
Next serious relationship would be a person whose mom is just kind of like an Asian mom kind of thing. I know
Tiger
that sound. Yeah, that I don't mean to be racist, but it's just one of those things where it's just kind
That's
of.
why they came up with the word tiger mom.
Okay.
Helicopter-y, and super strong things, tight ship, essentially.
Yes. And just was really demanding. It's just like, you can't date him. Like, you're supposed to marry a lawyer or a doctor someday.
Right.
So on and so forth, where it's just like I was just in this place where I was just trying to prove myself a lot. And even the girlfriend after that, my next serious relationship, was a woman that her parents were millionaires.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like literally like the poor boy who's like,
yeah,
I love him, Papa. He's just one of the scum of the earth. Well, don't you bring him in my home again.
Well, what's funny is like the dad, he really did earn his money, kind of thing.
Yeah, of
like,
course. I'm just saying, yeah.
No, like started off as an oil
You're
worker.
Ryan Gosling.
I was going to say Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so it just kind of goes into this little thing where afterwards I deploy, and when I deploy, like I get Dear John, which are you familiar with that term?
I will tell the audience. I kind of get it. I know the story. I just don't know the term Dear John.
So Dear John is that you get a letter that says, Dear John, like I'm cheating on you, kind of.
Oh my
thing.
God!
Yeah,
did you get a letter at least?
No, I did get a letter, but not from her.
It was on MySpace. It was a message.
I got a message from her best friend.
Fuck.
Her best friend is now my friend, kind of thing.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Shaved your ass.
Yeah. So it just ended up like, so for a long time, just had no grounds for what a good relationship is. And even then, when it comes to my partner of 4 years, I was her second relationship. And when we broke up, like one of my exes was like, oh, well, she didn't really know what she wanted. She has no grounds for
Right. She
like,
was young when y'all started dating. Pretty young,
she was
anyway.
21. Yeah. So like no ill will towards her or anybody others. But at a certain point, it's like the gates open. And I was pretty good off the bat. Like when we already name dropped Samantha, so I can say Samantha.
Sorry, Samantha. You called my mom a cunt. That's a true story. That's how that first meeting went down. But anyway, proceed.
Samantha and me dated, and then Samantha was just mature enough at a certain point to be like, you're not meeting my needs because you have too much going on.
You go to the gym too much.
You go to the gym, you have your podcast, and it's just like, I don't want to be someone that you just see on 9:30 once in a while kind of thing. So that was fair.
That's absolutely fair.
Yeah. And we broke up, and everything was cool.
Sorry, but he said, so we broke up. Peace out.
Well, when you only date for 2 months, it's not every month. It's like, it's like
you're cool. High five. Thanks for the sex.
Yeah. And then I dated this other person who was kind of damaged in their own kind of thing, but it's just learning about connectivity and all this other stuff. And she ended up just kind of like really messing me up kind of thing as well. And I did go through a period this year where I was a piece of shit. Like I was honestly.
Oh, I know. And folks, a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I love Marcos to death. He's one of my best friends in the world. He's being a piece of shit. And the thing about it, though, is that I will never condone a piece of shit. And if the thing that the thing was shitty, what you did was shitty. I'm just gonna say that for the sake of saying it because it's absolutely fucking true, and I can say it to your face.
Yeah.
But narratives matter, and more importantly, intent matters as well.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this to your face respectfully. You're a dumb idiot when it comes to love.
I'm
you
a
have
dumb
no
idiot.
fucking. If we're doing this, let's do it for health reasons and for Thanksgiving because I am thankful.
Or JJ.
JJ, this is our problems.
But,
JJ knows all this shit. He's known you for years.
Yeah.
During the times that Marcos, actually no, there was a gap where you didn't fucking hang with him because he was being a piece of shit. But anyway, so yeah, like I know everything that happened. I know everything that's happened. That you don't need to know all the details, the finer details anyway. But
if you care about the details, I will talk to you one-on-one. I just don't want to name names because this isn't about me trying to clear my name. This isn't about me. There's legitimately something that I'm thankful for at a certain point, and it sucks because it's so I was kind of a piece of shit because I was hurt. I literally was trying my best to do something to make something work, and this person abandoned me when I needed them most, kind of thing.
Right. And like that sounds corny because you're fucking what, 36?
34.
34,
yeah.
whatever.
Not even JJ's 36.
My girlfriend's 36. Anyway, no, but like knowing the dude and knowing my relationship with my family and the relationships I've had, at a certain point, I had a better relationship understanding than my fucking older brother.
Yeah.
My brother was in a relationship early, got married, got divorced, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, he got thrown into the, like, what the fuck is this all about? Relationship stuff. My first girlfriend taught me this lesson hard, but early, which is people can change their fucking mind at any time. They can stop loving you, and that's 100% okay. But all of the love I've ever gotten in my life from my family, my siblings, all that stuff, all the non-romantic love, gave me a pretty solid ground of what I was worth and what I should expect from somebody and what I should be getting from somebody, even if I didn't always get it. Mm-hmm. You, on the other hand, hearing your stories, and not to call you out too hard on the show, you have no frame of reference of what you fucking deserve. You have no frame of reference of what you should be giving. And you have no frame of reference of the balance between the two. So what ends up happening is that you end up giving too much in too many different places, not understanding that you have value inherently to other people. That's another thing that we could talk about, but we're not going to get into that because then you start crying. And I might start crying because I cry about serious things all the time. So it's like scummy things. Yeah, absolutely. But when you understand like, oh shit, you had no chance of ever figuring out how to be a decent dude because by the time you were developed, you didn't have really much of a grounding. And then you got deployed. Yeah. And war's fun. You got Dear John, so you have no point of reference of like, oh, reliability. And then there's some other stuff that I might bring up, but it's like, you had no fucking chance. That's what I told him. That's the feedback I gave him. You had no fucking chance to make things work. But you always, throughout the whole thing, had the intention of wanting to do right and make things work. Now you can continue.
Well, I did, just to take one thing a step back, after what happened with the relationship for 4 years, I did start doing things like tearing down walls. I did start doing, not necessarily therapy. I did try. I'm on my third try, actually, right now.
Yeah. Therapy's fucking hard for masculine men.
And we'll get into that topic off air. Mm-hmm. But I'm on my third try. But anyway, it just comes down to this point where it was like, I'm actually being successful in some ways. I am opening up. I am learning to be vulnerable. I am learning to talk to people. It just wasn't rewarded with the relationship that I chose earlier this year.
Right.
And this is the really like fucked up thing. Like, yeah, I realized at a certain point I wasn't happy there. I wasn't happy in the situations that I was in. And I just met this person. Mm-hmm. And I met this person that like didn't I thought we were friends like for years kind of thing. And I didn't see it as I was starting a relationship. I saw it as I was hanging out with my buddy kind of thing.
And you've said to me as such.
Yeah.
Right.
That being said, at a certain point, the line was crossed, and I was just really confused because it was just like not only like I didn't mean to be a piece of shit for years or for months in this case. I just meant to like I was just confused and gray.
You didn't know where you belonged to, what your value was. And
exactly.
Inherently, not knowing your value, for the record, everybody listening, if you don't know your value, you have a really good chance of hurting other people.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you mean to other people and you don't know your value, or if you think you don't have any value, first of all, wrong. You're watching the Mexcellence. It's wonderful. You're at least worth 39 cents a click. Second of all, take it dark for a second. Like for the people who like get all suicidal, like I was a couple of years ago, you lose the ability to see your worth at any given moment. If you have persistent thoughts of that, got to understand. You do have value. If you can take oxygen, you could give value. And so when you don't have that though, if you don't have any sort of focus, and especially if you don't have any support in that way or any grounds of support, you're not going to know what to do. And that is super harmful. You know it. Now you know it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just this weird thing where I was like, I was a piece of shit, but I did create something beautiful kind of thing. I did find someone, and this is the weird way to go through all this mess to just say, this is what I'm thankful for, that this person showed me that it's just like, no, this is what a good relationship is. This is what open communication, honesty and stuff. And even though I failed to be honest because I was in that gray situation when we met kind of thing, like she showed me what the bar is for me, what I will expect from anyone that I choose to date in the future, and how I will act. Because like, it didn't start on the best thing, and that's my fault because I didn't have boundaries, and because I didn't, like you were saying that night at the club, it's just like, no, she's into you, and I was just like, No.
Like, no, she told me out loud. She goes, I'd like a slice of that. And I was like, dude, why are you telling me this? Because it was uncomfortable for me. All these people lusting after you, telling me as I'm single. I'm like, I'm here. I just have no hair, and importantly, leave me. My beard is better, and I'm taller by like half an inch. It's fine.
But yeah, no, I learned that it's possible, that there is good love, that there is like what I'm looking for. It does suck that like at a certain point, like everything happened and fell the way that it did, but it was my fault because I was not as upfront as I should have been right from the beginning. But I did learn, and I am going through it, and I am trying to be better from here on out, kind of thing, which is like, maybe I'm too naked at times with you and Maggie.
No, you need to be, Maggie, motherfucker. Go ahead.
By the way, Maggie was like very specific on it, because I called her on the way here, and I was like, Sam wants to do this podcast about things that we're thankful for. And I was like, I wasn't going to name names. And she's like, you better name my fucking name.
Maggie's been on the show as well.
Yeah, Maggie was like, I did the work, and I'm with you in the trenches right now. And I just, I want credit.
Well, look at fine. You know what? And I'll do you one better, since you did open up. I'll reward it in equal. And then JJ, hope you're enjoying the beard. You can have the last one. It's still there waiting for you while we finish this discussion. But yeah, dude, the reason why I stick by you so much, and the reason why I know you're a good fucking dude, so that way it's not a fucking shit on Marco's party, is that when I end of 2020, going mostly through half of 2021, I was super fucking depressed. And I'm not a depressed guy. I never was until it hit. And then I just was consumed by it. And it was awful. And I fucking felt terrible to the point where I couldn't even do the fucking show. I didn't want to do Zoom calls. I didn't want to do all that shit. And I literally could not get out of my bed and do the fucking thing. I got fired from my fucking job for not doing work. That's in a bad place I was. And Marcos was able to pull the show by the back of the nape of its neck and said, all right, here we go. Until you get fucking back into it. JJ as well, you did so too. My birthday stream ended up you playing a bunch of video games for hours because it was your birthday too, and saving my ass again for something I physically could not do because I was so sad and fucking beat down. So I owe a huge debt to you for doing that. So now when you're in literally the worst fucking situation of your doing, I not only is loyalty, but also I've seen your true colors in different places over the course of years. And if you didn't have all those good qualities, if you didn't have those things, not just you doing shit for me, but for you putting your neck out for other people also, I wouldn't even fucking talking to you right now with all that shit you did. And I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But it's mostly because most people would say, like, why do you fucking stick with this dude? It's like, because it's more than what you see. And I've always seen a lot of fucking good in you and a lot of potential in you. And not like you're not doing great shit, you make more money than me, but and you got me a job in insurance. But it's the shit that you don't see yet. And I could see that you could put the fucking pieces together. I'm just waiting for it.
Well,
and I'm excited, and I'm excited to see it when you do.
Well, that's the thing that is very weird to say at this point, because I know there's a group of people out there that's just like, oh, like this dude needs to like live in a cave and feel shitty for months.
Banishment.
Yeah.
No, that's my gig.
JJ's the old man on the hill.
But it's like, for me, it's like I understand where I fucked up, why I fucked up. I also understand that through this person that it's just like I felt seen, I felt my self-worth, and I felt more confident. And that's literally like what Maggie says when she was like, I saw who you were last year and I see who you are now. And it's like, damn, like it's not even the same thing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, shit, I've been through it.
Yeah.
I've had relationships. I was like, oh yeah, I had good relationships. And then I meet this girl and I'm like, wait, you bought every meal and booze at Disneyland, $40 a fucking drink. You bought the hotel. You drove me there and back. You bought me brunch. You did all this stuff for me. You got me cool hats. You tell me you love me morning, noon, and night. Are you fucking kidding me? I never had anybody treat me like that before, and I'm a pretty damn good boyfriend. Y'all tell me, or at least you tell me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a better dude when I'm with a partner. You don't tell me. You slap me. Huh?
No, I just never dated you. I don't know.
I'm sorry, JJ. This one's going pretty well. I can't. I can't. I want to, but I can't.
I understand.
Yeah, it's the hair. It's really the long hair. You're gonna get me in trouble. You need to be careful. You stay away. You keep this Bailey's out of my hands.
Bailey's the
better take that Younglings.
Chocolate Yingling. Anyway, yeah, you don't know it until you see it. And luckily, my first girlfriend was fucking dope. That's where I lucked out. My first girlfriend was a fucking cool person.
Mine was not.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, no. My first girlfriend, this is what she told me, and this was like one of the best piece of relationship advices I ever got. She goes, it's very simple, but as a young 22-year-old, yes, my first girlfriend was when I was 21. Anyway, she goes, don't insult my intelligence. Don't call me names. And I was like, no matter how mad you get, very simple shit, but like young people are like, yeah, you bitch, you do this, you're a fucking asshole, this and that. She goes, just don't do those things, and we're fine. We can argue as hard as we want, just don't do those things. You realize, oh shit. Yeah, she never called me stupid. She never put down my intelligence. I never did to her. We got into arguments, but nothing that couldn't be solved. Cut to years later, and it's like in this relationship, I don't fucking barely argue at all. I learned how to communicate. I learned how to talk. And it's like, it takes fucking time. No, guys don't know this shit. Clearly, women know that. Guys don't know how to do this shit. It's just a matter of when you find somebody that can support you in the right way, it makes putting those pieces together, especially if you've never seen them before. And luckily, my first girlfriend totally hooked that up for me, put me in a right space, and then I just had no game for the years after that. That's on me. But that's a very good number 3. You're grateful for being shown the way. Like the Mandalorian.
This is the way.
This is the way. But now we can go back to number 2.
Mine too?
No, number 2 is all of us.
Oh, okay.
Because JJ brought it up. Because we were going to have TJ here or Tommy, whoever decided to show up. They're not here.
This is when we put up Sammy Shroom.
So, oh man, I should have bought Halloween. I should have used the company money to buy a skeleton. I definitely should have, and I dropped the ball. Now they're going to be so expensive.
I can ask my brother if we can borrow Bone Cold Steve Austin.
I want him permanently. I want to borrow Bone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, I get Cold Stone Creamery and Cold Stone Creamery mixed up. No.
Oh no, yeah, that's my name on Reddit. I'm Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Well, now everyone's gonna look at your Reddit history.
Oh, I'm Cold Stone Steve Ice Cream, actually.
That's so stupid. But I actually made a Cold Stone Brewery logo in the style of one time. I was like in college. But no, our number 2 it can be our unified one, and especially because those other 2 aren't here. And JJ, thanks for this one. Number 2 for the Mexcellence, at least this part of the Mexcellence. COVID-free, motherfuckers! Woo! Woo! Vaccines work, sons of bitches. Dude, I don't know how the fuck this happened. You've taken me to more indoor shows this year than I've fucking been to. Like 3, I think at the very least. Streetlight, that one with the shitty guitarist.
Which one was
that was
shitty?
Tommy, actually, that took us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was an outdoor show.
No, but we went inside for that shitty guitar band. Let's see. ACL, I survived. That was outdoors, but still a very close proximity. I've gotten sick several times. I've been on planes several times. I wear my mask most of the time. I don't know how I haven't.
Bro. Like, I'm starting to walk around lawless now.
Reckless.
It's like I'm walking into places without my mask, walking out without my mask, walking around without my mask.
Oh my God, yeah.
This isn't shit that I would have done last year.
No kidding,
Last
dude.
year I would have been like, nope, mask on.
Right. Grocery stores, I still do, but today...
I still do at HEB and gas stations.
But,
like,
yeah, gas stations.
Gas stations I don't trust.
Yeah.
Gas stations going to be a while.
Right. It's just because if that one guy at the kiosk has COVID, it's everywhere in that little vicinity. That little plastic sheet ain't doing shit. But like, yeah, because you go to shows all the fucking time.
I'm actually like haven't gone to many shows this year. Is what I like put together at a certain point. I let a lot of shows pass me through. I was making plans with several of the people that I dated where it was just like I passed up a lot of shows. But now that I'm single again, I mean, I went yesterday.
And until further notice.
Until further notice.
Good, just reminding you.
What?
That you're single.
Yeah.
He's not on the market, ladies. Get the fuck out of here. I see the comments on TikTok. Oh, he's dreamy. Who's that guy?
I've never seen that.
I saw like 3 one time. Like over the course of 2 years, I think I've seen like 2, realistically.
Yeah, that's not that much. They do find me, though, on TikTok.
Do they really? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, because you're like, I'm the guy from the Mexcellence. Doop-a-doo.
But I don't even do that. Like, my TikTok is like a cat and then like random...
The anime dancing girl.
It's a wrestling video. It's Tommy's rant, and then me playing with filters because I actually do have fun playing with filters on TikTok. But I'm not like I have like 9 videos. Like I'm not
Put
trying.
your wiener away off of TikTok. All right.
I've actually like never talked to anyone through TikTok, but
They're all
know
17. That's why. Don't do that. You get
I'm
crimes.
just saying they find me, but they also find me on Instagram. It's hilarious.
Okay, I have nobody. I mean. People add me on Instagram. I don't know if they're fans of the show. They find the Mexcellence Instagram, which is nice. Be sure to follow the Mexcellence official on Instagram. Social media is dying. It's awful.
Yeah, my shit's getting weird now.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's because before when it would be like, oh, this is a pretty girl. Yeah, but ignore. Yeah. But now it's like, fuck, this might actually be real.
Like from the show or just from other things?
From the show.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, we do. Dude, we have some pretty girls that follow the Mexcellence, and they follow me, and I'm like, if I was in a different position, that'd be kind of nice. Actually, no. Actually, I scratched that. I say that. I've dated a fan before.
He's going to cut this.
No, I'm not going to cut it. No, I'm going to admit, I've dated a fan before. I
thought you were going to cut before because you have a girlfriend. You don't want her to know.
Here's the thing. She's fucking cool. I could talk about past shit, and she don't give me hassle for nothing.
I know what
She's
that's like.
Fucking awesome. Like, that's why like my girlfriend's so fucking dope. Is like, hey, that reminds me of this one thing I saw with my ex-girlfriend. She's like, whatevers. You're my boyfriend now. It's fine. Fucking night and day. But I did date somebody, so I was on Double Toasted, if you guys don't know. A lot of you do know. It's a podcast that's still going on. Go follow them as well. They're very good. And she liked the show. She thought I was attractive. She added me on Instagram, and I was like, oh, is it a bot? 100 followers. Seems like a real person. Follow back. Psh. Message, and... hey, come visit me. Bye. Poo-poo. And then we got into a relationship, realizing we were absolutely not really compatible in any real meaningful way, other than the fact that I was just nice to her and she had not had anybody be nice to her. But she was also not in a good position. And then she also put me in positions where I was not in the best version of myself. And I was just like, yeah, it was just like a whole like bounce of chaos. And then I broke up with her, and then it was real bad. And then we haven't spoken since. And then I was like, oh, that's how relationships go. And it's like, no. They can be fucking tight, and they can drive you to Disneyland and buy you blue milk from Star Wars. They can buy you blue milk from Star Wars that has a light on the bottom. It's fucking tight. And I drink all of this filled with blue milk. Nice. But you know why I was able to do that? Because I was COVID-free. And I was at Disneyland without a mask. That's fucking chaos. It's reckless going to Disneyland, all those mouth-breathing children with RSV. It's terrible. These kids are all dying of coughing diseases. And I'm like, I'm fine, breathing the fucking...
Man,
fresh
some of them don't
air.
have vaxes.
Huh?
Some of them are raised by anti-vaxxers.
I know shit, dude. Like, let's go to Disneyland. And then they're like, children, man. Gotta watch out for
Biden putting those contrails in the air, giving us
yeah, how come nobody's mad at chemtrails anymore? Everyone was mad about 5G. Nobody's mad at 5G. Are you raising your hand to talk about something?
Yeah, I have a bonus thankful thing. And it's going to be funny. But I mean, fine. Not funny. But it's just in general, I'm going to piggyback off Sam's 5.
This is 2. We're going up.
I know.
Oh, my 5 though. My support system.
Backing off it.
My support system. You mean?
Yes, but this is for me, and it's just I'm grateful that I have such great friends. That's
I'm not. You guys fucking suck.
I mean, even if you tell me that I suck, it's like I have things I could be better about. So yeah, you're right.
Oh, I always suck. I'm like the worst half the time. And then
you're not the worst. Tommy might be the worst sometimes, honestly. I love you, Tommy.
No,
and I know you're not going to listen to this.
Yeah,
but it's just because you can tell Tommy, like, you can walk up and imagine this is your personal issues, but it's not. Tommy, I really hate garlic. And then you walk out of the room and then wait 15 minutes and come back. Tommy, I love garlic. He'll be like, yeah, man.
Garlic's good, dude. and it's not inebriation or anything. It's just he's not paying attention. How many times where I was like, Tommy, I just told you that. He was like, oh yeah, whatever. Because he's just in his own creative world. That's how creatives are. But no, the funny thing about our friend group is that we all have our stats and they all align to average. Cause like your quip stats, I don't have the quip stats you do, JJ.
No, he's on point.
Right. Your quip stats are like 9, right? But volume, like voice volume is like 3. I have high voice volume. You have good looks, and you denied it for a long time, you fucker. You're like, I'm ugly. I'm like, shut up, bitch. You're the fucking handsome-ish one. I'm like, I'm good looking.
But it was also came to a point where you would tell like every girl you were dating, like, oh yeah, this dude is the most handsome motherfucker. They'd meet me and it'd be like, oh, that's a dude.
That's a guy.
No,
Average guy.
I never said that to anybody I was dating.
I forgot who
it was
like,
on pitches. It was on elevator pitches. I go, I'm the talent and brains. You're the looks.
You're giving yourself everything.
Yeah, might as well. I don't got the fucking looks. That's not fair. And JJ's got the quips. Tommy's got the hot takes. And
I know you hate this, but you're Donatello, and it's okay.
I'm not Donatello.
You're working the machines right now.
No, but I didn't fuck him like he did.
I don't know if he did.
Donatello does machines. They say it in the fucking theme song.
But no, just as
Laugh at that.
Be thankful for it. Damn it.
Thankful for that joke.
As a random side note, thankful that you do all the work that you do when it comes to editing, software, when it comes to listening to all our ideas. Yeah.
I'm thankful for you doing the machines. I'm thankful for babies.
It is awesome on that note, Key, that you're helping out. I'm hoping to visit you next month. But yeah, no, it is really dope the way that everything has kind of panned out and that we all have each other's back.
That is a 1.5, which is I'm thankful for the unit that I have built. And I can say I built it because I invited you guys to do this with me. But in that alone, can I take credit for it? Everything else in between is all you guys. And that's super fucking awesome. Like, I'm trying to get you guys paid, and now you guys are getting free gifts. We're at free gift status now, where you guys get a care package and some booze. But
JJ bought those booze.
No,
those booze. I bought the Baileys, goddammit. All right? He bought these boozes. But I bought the creamy Baileys for the what do we call it? The Choco Bomb? No.
Bomba chocolate.
Bombo chocolate. I'm gonna have one more. Can I have this other one?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah.
I will say,
fuck you, Alfred. Fuck you. I have it, Alfred. Oh, I'm supposed to post TikTok. We're shooting right now.
I will say on that note something else that I'm grateful just beyond this group. Because Maggie isn't really part of the. I mean, she is, but isn't. I'm grateful that Maggie is such a good supportive friend. I'm grateful that Nicole heard that I was depressed and was just like. Because I was actually originally supposed to visit Nicole in Baltimore, and then she's like, "You don't need to go to Baltimore. You already have Baltimore vibes.
Right?
Come visit me in Miami." And I was like, "I don't want to go to fucking Miami." And she's like, "You need something completely different.
Right.
You need to see completely different things.
Right. You need to be called Poppy by a waitress at Denny's."
Well, that didn't happen.
But it happened to me in Florida. It was really weird. I hated it.
But it was just very much on this like. The best way to get your mindset out of this stuff, which is actually we did delve into a lot of like the past and stuff. She was actually going through a breakup while I was there, but it was just a really helpful thing to just be in a completely alien environment and still experience fun things, and also just have like a Sherpa that was just like, it sucks what you're going through.
Right.
Let's talk about it, and then. Be kind of fun about it.
You guys out there listening, and ladies and everyone in between, it's very valuable to have people that have their head on straight around you. Go find those people, because if you're with shitty friends, you're gonna have shitty times. But if you have good friends, you can still have a shitty time, but it's a little bit better because you got people that actually give a shit about you.
Exactly.
Like, that's the thing. Like, you can be a downtrodden emo bastard with no friends and you're depressed and all that stuff. But if you can, like, I know it's hard if you're depressed, but most people, if you're watching programs like this have some sort of community with programs like this, like the Mexcellence, like Double Toasted, like other famous YouTubers. Have a community of people that are just like you, at the very least have one similar interest. You're not alone, especially if you watch popular media, especially content creators like us. Like, we're all pretty much like-minded in that way, so that means you're not alone.
I'm kind of friends with a couple people that are just fans of us.
Right.
And I'm not like tier 1 friends. They're not going to call me at 12 o'clock at night, but I am friends in the sense that it's just like, you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
I had no fewer than 5 people hit me up when I went to LA, see that I was in LA, say, hey man, like, can we hang out? And I'm like, guys, I'm with my girlfriend, calm down. But it was enough for me to go, hey, what if we did an event in Los Angeles? And not like an event in the sense that like we're gonna do a fucking show at stadiums, but like a fucking, not even maybe a pub crawl or just a meet and greet or something. You go drinking, just say, hey, we're going to LA, we'll be at this bar, come hang with us, we'll go see some other bars, we'll go have a good time. Like, just to kick it, that way I can get you guys all to LA, we can maybe subsidize some tickets and fucking have a good time.
Well, Nicole was the one that convinced me, like, not even by talking about LA or this situation, but by her being like, hey, just go experience something different, which is what I did in Miami with the tiny coffees, the Cuban restaurants,
right.
And
sandwiches,
the bars. Yeah, the bars that we went to. It's just like, I can do this in California. Like, it's just not, it wasn't my thing because it is alien, and I'm like, no, I like my dives.
Right.
But it is fun once in a while.
You can't get rid of the dank.
I saw that Twitter post today.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, LA has the grime too. Like, my first girlfriend, shout out to her. She was from downtown LA, man. She was from K-Town technically, but she knew the grime spots, man. Like, she got down and dirty, so she took me to the places where I should have been afraid. I just have no concept of where is the bad neighborhoods if it's not Compton or another distinguishable gang turf. So I was just running the streets with her and having a fucking good old time. Now, a lot of it's gentrified, but there's still some old-timey spots and a lot of good stuff you can find out in LA. But it's almost time for the end of our special, but that brings us to the Mexcellence number 1. I am going to have the Bomba Chocolate, though, because this shit is delicious. So, boom, pour the Baileys. Look at the color. God, that's fucking good, dude. It's like a hazelnut chocolate bar. That's hazelnut, right? Baileys? Or is it just Irish cream?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It's delicious as he finishes the glass of wine. But our number 1 thing we're thankful for here at the Mexcellence, spoiler alert,
it's you guys!
Oh my god, I missed the edit! Ba, 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 ba. Here, put the Thanksgiving music on. It's you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Oh my god, it's the
Hey,
Mexcellence,
you
the chat.
guys.
Oh my god, that's from yesterday. All the fucking novellas
from
are
a week
nothing but
ago.
white Mexicans. Let's look at the she was blackballed. The media in Mexico is white. Winston Duke was good. No, seriously though. Wait, what happened to my sexy fade? Christmas, them, sexy fade back. Welcome back, everybody. Hey. Really though, I was like, everyone gets a pick of what they're thankful for, but it's not going to override the fact that we're thankful for the people out there. Now, you guys can't donate to us right now. We're doing this in the future, or in the past. I forget where we're at anymore. Anyway,
We're doing this in a bubble.
we're devoid of time and space. But that's the thing. This is kind of why I wanted to do it this way, not live, because obviously I knew number 1 was going to be we're thankful for all of you out there, at least on this show. So if you want to donate, you have been doing it. Twitch, we've been making good, consistent money on Twitch, at least enough to sustain and to give you guys nice t-shirts and stuff in the future.
Give us booze.
Give us booze. Like, you guys are paying for a lot of things. And when I first started this fucking almost 8 years ago now, I didn't know what the goal line was. It was really hard for me to figure out. Want to try it?
No, I don't need to try it. I just want to drink it.
Oh,
Go on.
try the Baileys.
No.
God damn it. All right, fine.
I just like this chocolate shit.
It's very good. It's very good stuff. Anyway, so I want to do it that way because, you know, we can be like, oh yeah, we're thankful for you. And then you guys are like, oh, I give you all the money. We like your money. It's purely transactional relationship. I'm kidding. No, like,
Yes,
honestly.
like a stripper.
It's like a stripper. Where's your Venmo? Here we go. Give me your Venmos. No. The weird thing
We're
is
going to do
when I started-
drive-through podcasts.
Yeah, no, they drive by, catch about 10
Next
minutes
pandemic.
of it. Exactly. Next pandemic. Don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby. No, so like when I started this all these years ago, I was like, yes, we're growing. And then I went to Double Toasted and I go, yeah, we're growing. And then I left. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't grow. Oh fuck, I didn't grow anything of my own population or my own Mexcellent crew or anything like that. Now, what I am grateful for in that regard is the skills I got while I was a double toasted, the mic presence, my having someone be like, you're going too far. Pull it back a little bit. I have free reign to do anything, and even still,
They gave you that note too.
huh? Yeah. Shut up. Anyway, so like, fuck you.
I thought it was a funny joke.
It's a very funny joke. My number 5. And so then you go, okay, you're on your own. You got a job. Marcos helped me with a job, got a job. And then you start building, and then you start hammering away. And the people that liked you from the before and people that liked you from Double Toasted, they kind of figure out you're around, but they don't really look for you. Nobody really looks for you when you leave things like that. So you see people leave like BuzzFeed, they leave those big things. Nobody goes and seeks them out unless they really like them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one's looking for that one try guy.
No one's looking for the try guy. And I wasn't the try guy, but I was just, Sammy ain't seen shit, he ain't seen shit. And so I left and I got my small group of people, and then at certain points over time, I can't even think how the Avengers assembled, because you were in pretty quick. Because you had moved to
just
Austin.
invited me, and I was actually pretty shitty right from the start. I'm glad a lot of those episodes are not out.
Yeah, you were what they call wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
And so and then
TJ was great.
TJ had the chops. He came in because he thought it was fun. And then Tommy came in. Me and him had to have a talk because some of you know what happened with Tommy. If you don't know, then you don't need to know. Point is, I had a discussion with him. I said, you in? He said, hey, man, I'd love doing this stuff. I'm in. If you believe in me. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I believe in you, dude. Let's fucking do this. And then over that time, you were hanging with Marcos a lot more wrestling events and whatnot. I started seeing you more, and I'd met you years before at the Rick and Morty Mobile event with Ray and Paco. Paco being your cousin, Paco having been on the show. And started coming through, and you were hanging with everyone anyway, hanging with Marcos, and then you were just co-opted in because Marcos was like, this guy's fucking funny as shit.
He is
and
the funniest
and you need
person
more
I know.
Mexicans. And I was like, fair enough. And so that's where you came into the fold, and you've been a part of it. And then I think you were the last official piece. Stop it. I already posted. I'm not posted. Anyway. And thus the Mexcellence was born. And now we've had many side cast members and featured guests and all those things. And that's been awesome. But what's been even more awesome, thankful for actually, strangely, your longtime girlfriend, who told us, hey, you guys should go on TikTok. And I was like, that's for babies and children and rabbits. And she was like, no, you do it. Put it on. And I was like, all right, let's see how this goes. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Whatever. TJ was like, no, I think she's got a point. Post every day. We post more every day. We did that. Now we're at almost 60,000 followers, almost 3 million likes. For a small operation like this, that's not made with viral content, that's not made with any of that stuff, it's fucking incredible how we're able to do that. And
none of us can dance.
None of us can dance. Speak for yourself. I just have body issues. No. And it's like, how are we even keeping pace in a world full of hot women, yoga pages, delicious food,
Hot women, hot dudes, like
hot
we're not
dudes, right? Extravagant cooks, great editors, creative dancers, all that shit. How are we even in the fucking mix as a 32-year-old who's schlubby and just likes this stuff, right? It's because of you guys. And what's funny is I'll get occasionally a YouTube comment like, hey, I found you guys on TikTok, subscribed, you guys are hilarious. And I'm like, thank you. And you guys don't see it as much because you guys don't look at the logistics like that, but it's happening more and more. And the fact that people are coming and sticking around, the fact that we did that 24-hour stream and our streams used to average about 22, we were at fucking 35 last night. Like, what is that?
The NFL podcast hit 50, I think.
Oh yeah, no, we've hit higher peaks and we've sustained higher, but we're talking about averages. We grew up 10, and it's like, who's coming to our shows? Well, Marcos, I'm thankful for you to set this fucking schedule because I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that, and for people to show up. I mean, they were expecting a sports show and they got something else and they go, yeah, that's fine. What? Like, it's not transactional. It's not like strippers. We're not strippers, JJ.
I mean, I could be.
I very well could. Oh, no. That was our sense of
Put the Thanksgiving music on. Let's go.
Marcos, go. No, you can't slut it out. You're forbidden to be a slut.
Sorry, Jordan.
You're forbidden. Forbidden not only be a slut. You're forbidden to do any. You're a. I was gonna say a leper. That's
But
not
it
what
was
I want.
no. It's I'm on a vow of chastity.
Celibacy or chat. You're gonna get you a chastity belt, but not like the erotic ones. You got to get you like a real metal.
Erotic chastity belt.
That's most chastity belts. I went to a sex store recently.
I don't think that's most.
I'm seeing the metal one from fucking Robin Hood Men in Tights.
It's never lost. No, like I'm not into that. It was in the cage. It was in the glass little display case, the trophy case essentially. And I was like, "What's that for?" Oh, I guess it was erotic. I don't know if they use it for like real. They give it to like people who want to be Puritans. I don't know. JJ, stop. I don't know these things, JJ. Anyway, point is, Marcos is wearing one right now. And it's made of hard rubber. And anyway, thank you guys. You guys have anything to say to the audience?
We love you. I love Rakeem, Rito, Goliath. I'm gonna run out, and I'm sorry.
Josh
about
Man.
Josh Man.
Jojira.
Vegan Daddy or plant-based Daddy.
Bad Geek. DJ Lemon.
The Kid Connor. Welcome.
Goliath. I mean, he's right there.
Tierra del Fuego.
Elijah Bell.
Elijah J. Bell, who's been listening to my show since he was in high school.
Damn.
Like when I started in 2014. That's fucking insane.
He loves us.
It's really weird.
Cool guy.
Cool guy. Yeah, absolutely. I love Elijah. Don't get me wrong.
He's JJ's boy.
He's
Oh,
my
yeah. Is
boy.
that a new thing now? Oh, well, yes, it's anime.
No, he took care of him the night.
Did you have to fight an elderly man again? Jada told a story about how you had to fight an elderly man protecting a woman, but that's a story for another time.
No, it's just, we left the domain at 2. And it's like, well, Whataburger's packed. The one here is packed. Maybe the one by my place will be less packed. It was. Not really, though.
Still packed, though.
Still, yeah. So we didn't end up getting back here till like almost 4.
Fuck it.
I know Mark had plans for him, so I was like, go easy on my boy tomorrow.
Oh. He had to get that hamburger fix. JJ, you have anything to say to the fans specifically?
I love you guys, man.
You talk to a lot of them. They'll message you and you'll talk to them.
Yeah, I
than
mean,
me, anyway.
I'll do my
of us
best, right?
Well,
Yeah.
not Tommy.
Yeah.
I get I appreciate all the Instagram messages. I get all the like random funny videos. Like,
right.
I might not always like say something back about them, but like they're all funny. I do all of them.
I have to admit though, I'm thankful for you guys fans. You guys misunderstand my humor though. A lot of people, it's like the one that starting to piss me off now is fucking Paco. Paco has not stopped sending me ass-eating memes for like 3 months now.
But that's because he knows you don't eat it.
I can't handle it anymore.
He's trying to convince you to eat it.
I know it's not gonna work. But then other people will send me things, and I'm like, close. Almost there. But how do you critique someone doing something nice for you? It's like, this is nice. And I do because the thing is, I do watch all of them. If you send me something or you send me an image or something, I will watch it. I will give it a chance.
I think it's Rito that sends me the SpongeBob meme at least like once every 3 months of I don't even know who it is, but it's like because I stopped watching SpongeBob really early, but it's like a dude with a cowboy hat that's really big and boots, and he's like,
that's from the movie.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and he's like, oh, this is you.
That's right. Yeah. When he's going into like the bad part of the
bounty
world
hunter,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, folks, it's you. I feel like that's a song. It's you.
That's a lot of songs actually.
Probably.
Hold on. Let me find a song that's It's You.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be you. It's you song. Let's see what comes up. Ali Gady. Nope, that's not any song I've ever heard. I thought that said Kesha. There's a lot of them. Point is, y'all are our thing that we're most grateful for. Seriously though, we're not just fucking pandering. We don't have anybody to talk to. We're doing the show not talking to anybody. It's boring as shit. I'm kidding.
I don't know if it was boring.
It's not boring as shit. What I'm saying is having this not
Yeah,
scrolling.
you got to learn about how Alfred sucks and fuck him.
Yeah, fuck you, Alfred. Delicious chocolate.
Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
But get your pine cone head.
Sorry,
pine cone. Drive your cone head. Pine cone head. That's not.
Sorry, I'm just like I'm like TikTok knows everything. Like it'll know when you're happy, when you're depressed.
I swear to God, that thing reads minds.
So
yeah.
like there was a point where it was really like sad, and I did the right thing. And my sister even gave me credit, where she's just like, "You said you were depressed, and you reached out to friends that took care of you. Good job." But my TikTok just was nonstop. Like the Cartman voice is like, "I thought you were trying to commit suicide. I tried."
Okay. Final thought on TikTok algorithms. I have to admit, because so like it's two things that scare me. One, a lot of baby content. Now they know I'm in a relationship now, and so now they're like, "Hey, you want to have babies?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to have babies."
But you've always loved babies.
Well, no, like babies getting hit in the face with like dodgeballs and shit. Like that shit's funny to me. Or like beach balls, and not so hard.
Or them getting, the colorblind glasses.
Colorblind. Don't, JJ, you hold that against me. I stand by it. Babies, no. Correction.
No,
it's adults getting colorblind glasses and babies getting the little cochlear ear implants so they can hear for the first time, because they're always just like, whatever, nothing exists, and they go, "We're gonna turn it on in 3, 2, 1." They go, "What?"
He's crying.
They start laughing, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" That's when I start crying. But no, so it's babies. The other thing I'm getting, because I was like, "Oh man, Tenoch Huerta has been really fucking cool. I really like the fact that he's speaking on indigenous things and colorism and all this stuff and anti-dark skin and all this stuff." But I think I've hit all of those, and now I'm getting to the thirst trap ones, so now I'm getting like,
now you're on my algorithm.
oh, and it's like, "Oh, I want to eat his penis." I'm like, "Why? That's not what I want to do." But it's like, "Look at his bulge," and I'm like, Jesus Christ! I didn't know that there was even that side of TikTok. Both women and men saying this about him. I'm like, "Hey man, good on you, but I don't need to know about your Johnson. Sorry, no more. I don't need to know." Maggie was perving in our chat because
Maggie is a perv.
Oh, I know, but like she was perving in the chat.
She has body
about,
pillows.
Huh?
She has body pillows.
More than me.
I'm gonna end the
That's
show
saying
right
something.
guys. Right, guys, don't buy the body pillows. This is against the law. But join us Tuesday for another sports show.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know what. I'm gonna be gone. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Probably anime or
You're
something.
literally just missing one show.
I'm gone the following Tuesday as well.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're out of here. Oh wait, where's my music? There we go. Look at how nice that is.
Good night, everybody. Enjoy your turkey.
Also, since now it's the Thanksgiving song is over and it's Christmas now, Christmas time.
Dun, 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 dun,
Christmas time.
Oi to the punks and oi to the skins, but oi to the world and everybody wins.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about them presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you'll ever know. Make my wish come true.
No way that you're keeping this going.
All I want for Christmas is you. Ba 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 ba.